What is up, everybody? Escape211 here with a quick tips and tricks video for you related to getting some more Acoins. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Gangster Jabs released a great video. I'll put the thumbnail and the link in the description here so you guys can check it out. But it's one where he covers all the different ways you can get Acoins and a lot of data in like your chances of getting said Acoins. Very, very useful video. One thing he does not cover too in depth though is when we have vault blitzes. And he said like I should make a video on this actually. He's the one who gave me the idea, so thanks, buddy. But he covers like how you get Acoins out of these, or like your chance of getting Acoins out of these, which is very helpful. But he doesn't really cover this bar up here. So when a vault blitz is going on, ultimately I would say your goal is to make sure you get to this 350 right here to get this nice chunk of 400 Acoins, right? But that's not always easy, right? You would need 35 keys to do it. You'll see that I've already done it, and I already have 35 keys, so I'm set for my next one even. But that's not always easy to do, because if you don't know, Vault Blitz is on for 2 weeks. Right now, we've had a Vault Blitz for about a week, so we got a week left. Then it takes a break for a week, and the next one comes back. So that means every 3 weeks, you have a Vault Blitz, so you need to have 35 keys, at least 35 keys, every 3 weeks, okay? Now, how do you get those? Well, first method that a lot of us know is in your weekly, right? In one of these, I think it's the login 3 days, you can get 3 keys, right? So that means over the course of 3 weeks, you would get 9 keys from your weeklies. The other one is in these general events that you have here. Usually there is an Alkalade challenge. There's not one right now, but there's an Alkalade challenge that typically happens each week that will give you 5 keys. So that's another 15. So between that 9 and 15, you have 24. Now you can sometimes get keys in other events or other ways, but there's no solid way to do it aside from tournament. Tournament can be a beastly grind though, and not everybody loves to do it. Sometimes we all need to take breaks, otherwise you get burned out on this method. So I wanted to present another way that in tournament you can get keys without really having to play tournament. Now you'll notice that right now with my alt account here, I only have 1 point and I am in the bottom. And this is purposeful because this is the way of getting keys. As you can see, I'm in novice bracket because it's Tuesday. It's the first day of the week for tournament. When you are in novice, the last 5 slots here actually get 2 keys at the end of it, all right? Now, this is something that, you know, you can't do in the other brackets, right? For example, if I go up into professional and I'm in one of these last 5 slots, it will kick me back down into novice instead of giving me these resources. So this only works in novice, so it's not one that you can regularly like play tournament and then bank on getting some of these. But ultimately, you'd probably be getting more keys and ranking higher anyway. So, you know, if you're actually playing tournament, that's fine. But to do this, all you need to do is queue up tournament and leave the match when it starts, and you'll only get 1 point like this. Now, this isn't something I normally advocate for because not only is it not great to just leave matches, but it's not something that actually helps you play tournament better. And ultimately, tournament is really, really useful and probably one of the best ways to reliably get a decent chunk of Acoins if you make it in the top 6 for most of the brackets. Obviously, for novice, it's only the top spot, but for other stuff, you know, you will get some Acoins when you get 6 or higher. So that is usually favorable to do. But, you know, maybe there's a couple days you're taking off from tournament. Maybe you are taking the week off. Maybe you don't like free-for-all. You don't like 5v5. So in those days, you wouldn't do tournament. Well, it's very easy for you to queue up a match and leave it, and then make sure you get 2 keys per day. Because over the course of a week, you have the potential, just using this method, to get 12 keys. And if you did it for 3 weeks straight, I don't recommend this, but if you did, you would get all 35 keys. In fact, you get 36 to be able to cover what you need for Vault Blitz. Now, like I said, I don't really advocate doing this because you're missing out on other resources, especially extra Acoins and even more keys if you want to fully complete Vault Blitzes and stuff. But this is a nice stopgap for a lot of people, right? So let's say like me, you know, I like to only play a couple days of tournament. Well, that means when Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe even Thursday go, I will just do this method to make sure I get a couple of resources and those keys. And then for the last few days of tournament, for the week, then I will play more in tournament. But I just wanted to present this as another option because not many people knew about it, or at least Gangster Jabs thought many people wouldn't know about it, so he thought I should make a video on it. But if you guys have other methods after seeing this and Gangster Jabs video of getting Acoins or getting keys that you like to go by, any tips or any ideas for that, feel free to comment below. And of course, if you have other questions, you can comment below as well. And we will see you out there on the battlefield.